You are meant to live this physical life on those high flying frequencies. You are meant to have high vibration. You are meant to keep up with your non-physical self. You are meant to be sourced in a human body. So when you do feel that budding feeling of impatience, that damn, I wish my life could just be better, my life should be going better, it's because deep down you know that your life should be better. I should be having more money, my career should be better, I should be living in a bigger house, my life should have taken off already. And so if it hasn't taken off, then maybe it's never going to take off. Maybe I'm just meant to live a mediocre life. Maybe I just have too much resistance. Maybe this work is too much for me to do. And as much as we would disagree with a lot of those statements, we kind of love the vibrational stance that all those words are coming forth from. We actually love it. We love desire. We like strong desire, because strong impatience, strong frustration means that there's strong desire, means that you got to keep up with your flow. You got to keep up with all of your desires, because you are meant, friends, to live on a high flying frequency. You're meant to feel ecstasy. You are meant to feel ecstasy most of the time, but you can't get all the way to ecstasy. You have to know where you are on the emotional scale. You have to know how you're feeling. And you know what's crazy? You have to take yourself there. You can take yourself there, because that's what deliberate creation, that's what true mastery of manifestation is all about. Because manifestation is everywhere. Manifestation is happening every single second, because all a manifestation is a vibration that matured enough that you can see it with your eye, aka every single moment, this second right now. Every moment is a manifestation. So when we say master of manifestation, we mean being a master of allowing what? Allowing the well-being that is dominant on your planet, the well-being that's earmarked for you to be realized by you right now, to be felt by you right now, because this is a vibrational world. So you can only feel vibration. You can't see it until there's enough momentum where a manifestation occurs. So in the pre-manifestation awareness, in the beginning forms of all of your desires, which all of your desires, the ones that have not come yet, they're all in a pre-manifestation era right now, but you can enjoy that because there's a vibrational version of everything. And we're going to be straight up. The true mastery of manifestation, the way that you can have control over your life experience, the way that you master this now moment, the way you become source energy in the body, is by realizing that you can control how you feel. Ooh, that's crazy. Under all circumstances, you really can be happy. You can be happy, or whatever is close to happiness, whether that's satisfaction, frustration, whether that's despair versus being, depressed, or feeling completely disenfranchised and reaching for anger. You can be happy in every single moment. And in fact, if that's your only work, if that was your only work, which is what this video is about, this video is trying to sell you, it's doing the sales job, it's trying to get you to be like, yes, I can change how I feel emotionally, and that's what I'm really looking for, because everything that I want is for an emotional reason. So if I achieve that emotional reason for the sake of achieving it, not for the sake of wanting something in return, aka that ulterior motive, then you get everywhere so fast, one, and two, you feel so good, which is what this video is all about. It's about feeling good. You can feel however you want. You can, because we're telling you, the mastery of creation is really when you realize that you are where you are. You're financially where you are, you're physically where you are, but how you feel doesn't have to be about what you're seeing. How you feel doesn't have to be in connection to what you're observing. You can remove how you feel, the emotion, and what the reality that you're perceiving right now in front of you. You can remove it. And it's when you remove it, because someone would say, well, how do I go from sickness to being well again? Where like you have to take your eye off of being sickness. You have to take your eye off the sickness, and you have to turn yourself in the flow of what you want. But sometimes that feels hard, because there's an ulterior motive, because everyone is so used to, when I do something, I expect something. And we're like, there is that cause and effect going on with law of attraction. But when you become manifestation oriented, even if you do feel good, even if you're feeling good in the process, the fact that there's an ulterior motive, it will always cloud the resistance in your frequency. And what do we mean by this ulterior motive? Because we're gonna get back to this controlling how you feel. But for now, let's talk about this ulterior motive. When you do have this ulterior motive, right? It's so interesting, because you lie to yourself and you tell yourself, well, this feels good, this thought feels good, but really you're thinking the thought for the productivity factor. You're not thinking the thought for the satisfaction factor, because the satisfaction factor is a source factor. The satisfaction factor is the speed factor, because when something feels good to you, when a thought feels good to you, you're on your way. You are on your way. But we want the path to be what you're looking for, not the manifestation. Meaning, we don't want you to, because you here with us, let's do a demonstration. When you see something like, yes, it's so close, I can feel it, it's so close, I'm gonna experience it any second now. Well, that actually does sound pretty good, but usually the ulterior motive, even in that statement, is saying it's not here yet, it's not here, it's not here yet. Because even though it's small, because you're still emotionally feeling, you're still talking about that emotion. But we want you to have the conversation of, like I feel it's coming and I love that it's coming and I feel it. And I just love this feeling of enthusiasm. I love it. I love feeling this feeling of just like I'm on my path, that I can't get it wrong, that I'm so worthy, that it's just, yes, I'm in the right spot. Yes, everything's turning around for me. We want you to drill and extract everything around you for the emotional factor. So it's like we want you to literally be looking and through your life and being like, what's satisfying? What's satisfying? Oh, I want more money. Well, what's satisfying about money? The freedom. Well, I love freedom. I love freedom. I love freedom, because that's what we mean, friends. The vibrational version, you have to do there's no way around the vibrational work. You have to do the vibrational work, but the vibrational work is so fun because it's so pleasurable. But we get it, it's boring because you can't see results yet. So you're like, well, I would have a lot more fun if I could have my money and I could spend it. But we're like, but you don't have the money right now. You don't have the money, and the path for you to get the riches that you want from outside of your vortex, from getting it from inside your vortex out into the physical reality, is to enjoy the vibrational version of it. And don't enjoy the, but see, this is where the ulterior motive comes in. Don't enjoy the vibrational version for the ulterior motive, or with the ulterior motive, because the law of attraction doesn't hear what you say, it hears what you're vibrating. So when it catches whiff of that ulterior motive in your vibration, that's what it magnifies on, and so you get more of that. So that's why you get good things, but they're not the amazing things. They're not like wow, because you have the ulterior motive, because you're so used to giving. You just have to realize that this stream is taking. So every process really is all about, it's just diffusing your resistance. It's about lowering your resistance, because when you lower your resistance, that's the very thing that slows your desires down. Do you know that? Because when you lower resistance, your desire has to speed up. We know, but how do you make something speed up? How do you the way you make it is the way you do it is literally by feeling it. But you have to feel the motion of your path, because everything is about feeling. Don't you understand? You can change how you want to feel right now, and when you change how you feel right now, according to the laws of your physics and this time-space reality, when you change how you feel, you're changing your vibrational offering, which means your vibrational offering, how you feel, equals your point of attraction. And then law of attraction is literally responding to your point of attraction. So how do you then change your reality? If you hate the reality that you're living, if you hate where you live, if you hate your job, if you have no job, if you have no money, if you hate the fact that you're not a writer and you just really want to be this big shot writer, how do you do that? How do you actually get the thoughts to turn into things? How do you apply the laws of physics? How do you work around this? How do you do all this? How do you use the magic of a manifestation to get everything that you want? You have to be wherever you are. You have to accept that wherever you are is where you are, but your dominant goal is to change how you feel right now. It's to change how you feel right now. And sometimes all you can do is go to revenge. Sometimes all you can do is go to anger, because you can't make too big of a jump. You have to reach for the best feeling thought. So for example, like if you're like, damn, like I never have any money, it's so annoying that I don't have any money, like try blaming someone, blame whoever you can, because that feels better than feeling like you can't have any money. Blame, be like, the stupid government, they should be giving money. Someone should give me money. Someone should see me and give me money. How come everyone is so useless? Someone should give me money. Because doesn't that feel better than feeling powerlessness? But we're saying like that's what it's all about. You have to feel better, because now when you feel better, you're changing your point of attraction. But do you hear our friends? They're saying, well, I can't change how I feel about money until I have more money. But we're like, then you're not manifesting. You're manifesting more. You're just staring at what you have, because the true benefit of going to these high frequencies is that when you do go to these high frequencies, when you do change how you feel emotionally, when you worry more, when you're tasking yourself with just feeling different in every moment and feeling as good as you can, you practice the high flying frequencies more. And the benefit that those high flying frequencies give you is that now you're getting more of Source's thoughts. Now you and Source have the same expectation. You're sharing the same expectation, because there's truly no difference between you and your Source. And so from that high flying place, now there's no absence in your desire, because now you're just having this emotional party where you're like, yes, Flo, I love feeling this. I'm so like, I made the success. I'm done. Because when you're connected, you don't care about anything else. You don't care about the fact that you have a bill due tomorrow. You don't care, because you know what's crazy? When you focus on it, you lose your connection. You're like, it really comes down to, this thought is just not satisfying, so I'm not going to think it. Because friends, you got to be selfish in this vibrational world where whatever you focus on, you get more of. When this current of almost like electricity, when this stream is so fast that even you have to be selfish, because the gap is so much bigger, because the feeling of not having what you want and the feeling of having what you want is at an all-time difference. So you really, every thought really counts. Every thought counts, but it doesn't really matter. But every thought counts, because you're a master. You understand this. You're like, we got you. And eliminate that ulterior motive from your vibration. we like focus, we like determination, we like when you're like, yes, I know what I need to do, I know, and so I'm gonna do it. But now we're saying focus is good, but feel different, make your goal to feel different, because when you feel different, you're literally changing your point of attraction. Because when you're dealing with things vibrationally, you're so general in nature, because that's the thing, they sound boring, because you're like, well, I have like literally I have all these goals to worry about, and you're just telling me to talk about why I want it. Because when I talk about why I want it, I'm like, yes, it feels so good, it feels so fun, it feels so easy, it feels just like light and hearted and just fun and joyous and theatrical and cinematic, and it just feels so aesthetic, and it feels like me. It feels like when I have that conversation, I'm not talking about what I'm gonna do, I'm not making any goals, I'm not having an action plan. And we're like, but see, when you're having that emotional, that emotional advancement, that enhancement, when you're talking about that desire, now you're a match to your desire, you're a match to it. That's why it feels like that, that's why it feels so good. And so now that you're a match to your desire, like, you're gonna get everything that you want, because you can't be dissatisfied with where you stand and reach for anything different other than more negative emotion, because the law of attraction has you on that path. So when you are in those high flying frequencies, now even the absence of your desire doesn't really bother you, and in fact, it doesn't occur in your mind, because now you don't have access, vibrationally speaking, to those thoughts. You only have, vibrationally speaking, access to the thoughts of a higher frequency. So you go higher and higher and higher and higher, and obviously you're going to come back down, obviously you're going to have experience contrast, but now you understand, I can feel however I want in any moment. I don't need anything to change. So we're like, how do you want to feel? And the best way to think that is, if a genie were literally to pop up in your face right now and be like, hey, what, you have 5 wishes, what do you want? And you're like, okay, I want this, I want that, I want that. And we say, well, why do you want all that? And when you extract the why from all of those desires, you're literally living that desire right now. Because it's as simple as saying, like, okay, imagine you literally want money tomorrow, right? You're like, oh, I need a bill tomorrow. So we're like, okay, freeze. First of all, talk about why you want it, and why do you want to get entrance into this vibrational, prodigy club? Why do you want this desire? So you're like, okay, I want to spend that money. I want, money to pay my bill tomorrow, so I can just feel secure. I can feel so secure in myself. I can just feel like, yes, this works. I can feel like knowing. I can just feel the ease and the flow and the happiness and the bliss and the joy of being like, yes, I did it. It feels so good. It just feels fun, and it just feels easy, and I feel the emotions bubbling up right now in front of me. We're like, now, guess what happened? You just emotionally and vibrationally speaking, you just enjoy your desire. You just literally enjoy your desire as if you're seeing it in front of you. You blended the realities. You've now just merged your realities. Now you blurred the lines between what's real and what's not, what's quote unquote this reality, because this reality is not as real as you think it is. It's just a little interpretation of vibration. Everything is. So when you're having that emotional, that feeling, now you're not only is your desire coming to you, but you're a match to it. So when you're a match to it, it comes into you in record time, but you're having so much fun along the way. Because friends, the whole path is fun. It's not just a little bit fun, and then a lot of fun. It's fun, and then bang, because you're watching. Because you know what? At the end of the day, it really doesn't. There's so much more to manifestations, because that's why you're attracted to this video, because you're like, yes, I want to cross everything off the list, and yes, I do want the money, and I want all this, and it's gonna be so nice when I have that. But truly, I want that bigger feeling. I want that alignment. I want that bigger feeling. What is that bigger feeling? And we're saying it's changing how you emotionally are right now. It's changing your emotional state right now. It's literally, you can do that, because that's the power of true art of allowing. That's the mastery of creation that you're looking for. You can change how you want to feel. You can change how you feel. So how do you do that? How do you change how you feel? You literally just start by resonating with words. You look for easy matches. You look for easy things that are easy to think about. For example, like, oh my God, this video is so awesome. This chair feels so good. I feel such a resonance with these words. I feel so calm. I just feel so much clarity, because the positive emotion that I feel is really, I feel source right now. I feel the feeling of source. I've merged my body with source energy right now, and I feel source. And the way I'm translating it, it just feels like clarity. It feels like ease. It feels like flow. It feels like fun. I just feel vital. I feel alive. I feel like my DNA just reset. I feel like from the inside out, I just had a reset. I feel rejuvenated. I feel like I'm within my spirit. I feel like I'm called back to life. I just feel inspired. I want to move. And we're like, that's how you do it, because you just did it. You felt different, but nothing changed in front of you. And we're saying the more that you feel different, because true mastery is knowing how to get to those high flying frequencies, knowing how to become blended with source and stay there longer, and stay there more longer, and stay there as long as you can. Because the more you stay there, the more you stay, the more that you stay there, the more momentum, the more you basically get out of your way. Because when you're emotionally feeling good, it's not like you're biding your time, but it's more like you're just enjoying yourself. You're having fun. You're enjoying the journey, because it's like you're on vacation. You're literally enjoying the feeling of vacation right now. And so the universe is like, you have divine timing, you have perfect timing all the time. It's not like just one manifestation and then it's every single moment is just like, wow, this is so good, this is so good, like, oh damn, the universe really knows me. And so every moment, everything has the opportunity to delight you. And that's what we want. We want so much for you to know your worthiness. And we know that you know it. We know that you know it, because you can live the essence of what you want. You can enjoy the essence of what you want. You can get out ahead of your life. You can go to those high flying frequencies. So when you're there, you have a running start, you have a head start on all of those desires that you haven't been able to really get a headway on. So now when you do think about your desires from your high flying place, you have the opportunity to choose a thought rather than have a thought that would already or usually arrive in your mind. You have the chance to literally think whatever thought that you want. You have literally the chance, like, it's almost like having a new life. You have a new perspective. You can change that thought. You can change how you feel. You can change that dominant feeling. But now all of source is backing you, and inspired action is not only going to ensue, but you're going to become a master. Because the way that you master inspired action and being a master of taking action is becoming an emotional based person, becoming so general, stepping back from the picture so much. You're willing to step back from the picture so much, no matter how intense it may be, no matter how pressing the matters may be. You're willing to step back far enough that you find your happiness again, because it's all about happiness. It's all about finding the emotional reason why you want everything. It's about living in now, because we're telling you, friends, being here right now in this moment, there's no desire that's going to feel better than you being here right now, standing here right now and talking about what you want and getting to the vibrational essence. It's not going to feel different than that. It's not going to feel better than that. In fact, if it's going to feel better right now, because you don't have it. And there's nothing more fun as a deliberate creator like you, as a masterful creator like the way that we know you are, than to have a desire that you don't have right now, that you're looking forward to experience, that you're talking about why you want and the essence of it, and you're just enjoying it. It's like crack. It is crack. It feels like yes. It feels like yes. Because friends, you're doing it. You're doing the damn thing. But now the damn thing isn't all the manifestations. You accomplish your connection with source as a result of this conversation. You feel clarity, and now what you feel inspired to next is not going to knock your socks off. It's going to just be like, true, I am so worthy, and you're going to start to see results, but you don't even care about those results anymore, because you just care about emotionally feeling different now. You just care about feeling blended with your source. You're like, I just care about being happy. I truly care about being happy. And because when I feel happy, I'm so powerful. That's why I have a magic. That's why I have all of these subjects just going off and doing so well, because I just care about the emotion. I don't even care about anything else but for the emotion, the emotional change right now. I just look for the emotion, the generalness of everything. And law of attraction does the rest of the work for me. Law of attraction is the engine. I just sit here, I sit pretty, and I enjoy my life. I mold the clays of my thought to allow all of source right now to I allow the most amount of source I can allow right now, that my vibration of my beliefs and my dominant thoughts will allow me to. And I just go flying. I go flying and things happen for me really fast. But in the meantime, I just have so much fun.